So how do they, if we get in the situation, right, usually they would just inflate their way out of it. But if you already have high inflation, is the game kind of don't use our tools, allow for some sort of recessionary event to take place, or go ahead and accelerate the inflation? Like, is that the path? Is like recession or inflation? Choose your poison?
So even today, there's more stimulus coming. And so I think to simplify this, that inflation deflation debate, like just to simplify it in first principles, ask yourself, what would happen if government stopped easing?
Mm-hmm.
What would you see? What would you see if the market was a free market? And what we would see is cash would explode in value. But cash, for a while, U.S. cash, dollars would. But after that, after the banking failures over and over and over, cascading around the world, because it would just keep on, that counterparty risk would take down everything. The only cash that would explode in value is the stuff under your mattress. And prices would completely collapse. But into that vacuum, dictators would rise because you wouldn't have food on the streets. You on the shelves. There would be no banking institutions. There would be no institutions left. Every institution is built on top of this global credit mess.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a staggering size of imaginary money.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to keep on blowing up a bigger imaginary money to keep it solvent.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you initiate that credit collapse. So they have no choice. So they'll raise interest rates, and even the threat of raising interest rates, the credit market. So both the bond markets start to collapse, and the credit and the equity markets start to collapse. And as that starts to happen, but they have to run fiscal policies, and they have to. And as this happens, it doesn't just move into central banking; it moves into consumers demand more money to pay for higher prices,
mm-hmm.
and it overtakes the political establishment, and politicians become the central bank. So the central banks get corrupted by the state, and there is no independence. And again, just go back and ask yourself, what type of market would you see in a free market? And you'd see no market, because the manipulation is part of the function globally of money, of central banking.
Hey you, did you like this video? Great, we make 5 of them a day and post them here on this channel. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and see you next time.